Yes, good morning to all. So I request everyone to keep your camera active. So I welcome you all again into the new IP class. I request everyone to basically keep your camera active. Surkhabji, Muskandeep, Harman Singh, Tanishq, Harshvardhan, Sanjeev. Clear. So yesterday we were focusing on the question paper. So we have another question over there. This. So the question number 40 was write a program to create a dictionary to store the names of states and their capitals. So we have to create a blank dictionary in this program. Write a program. I'm just repeating again. Question number 40. Write a program to create a dictionary to store the names of states and their capitals. So we have to store the names of the states and then the corresponding their capitals inside that dictionary. Clear? So you have to create such dictionary. So any one of you who has attempted this question, how we'll proceed with this question is, yes, anyone? Anyone want to add here how we'll be proceeding with this question? हरमन, कोई स्टेप बता सकते हैं? Whatever the step, I am not saying that you have to tell all of this question. Whatever.
सर
हाँ जी.
सर पहले ब्लैंक डिक्शनरी क्रिएट होगी, उसके बाद फिर हम स्टेट्स और कैपिटल्स की हम स्टेट्स को लेंगे और कैपिटल उनकी लिखेंगे, and then we will print the dictionary.
Yes, so we'll be implementing this question into the Jupyter notebook. The step number one is that we need to step number one is to create the blank dictionary. Clear? So that is the step number one. So let's we add the comment here. The question here is write a program create the dictionary. So step number one is that is how to create a blank dictionary. So let's say I create a dictionary D, and this is how you create a this step will create a blank dictionary. Clear? So as in this question is write a program to create the dictionary to store the names of states and their capital. So we'll be asking the user that how many states he wants to enter. So let's say enter a number. Enter the number that how many states he wants to enter. हाँ जी, next step बताओगे? Yes, yes, push. So next step will be starting up a loop here. Clear. And then asking the person to enter the state, enter state name, and similarly in the next step, capital, and asking the user to enter the capital name. Clear? So these are the two tasks that we need. First we need the state, and then we need the capital. So next step is very crucial, that is we have created a dictionary D. Clear? So we'll be entering the state as a key and assigning the capital as a value to it. Clear? So one by one, whatever the user will be entering the state, that will become the, in dictionary it will become a key, and the capital will become the value assigned to that very key. Clear? So only this step is very, very crucial. And then finally we have to print the dictionary. So let's try this one out. So let's say we enter two. We want to enter two states and their corresponding capitals. So first state we enter as Punjab, and the other state we take, let's say, as clear. So these are the two states that we have entered, Punjab and Rajasthan, and their corresponding capitals are assigned as value. So इस program में the most important here the topic here is, that is how you are going to, सबसे पहले step number 1 है, you have to create a blank dictionary, and then here in this step basically assign the capital to the state. तो स्टेट बेसिकली यहाँ पे क्या काम कर रही है, स्टेट यहाँ पे की का काम कर रही है, और कैपिटल यहाँ पे डिक्शनरी में वैल्यू का काम कर रही है. क्लियर? सो दिस इज द मोस्ट क्रूशियल एस्पेक्ट, हाउ द स्टेट विल बी रिलेटेड टू कैपिटल. तो इस स्टेप में दोनों की बाइंडिंग हो रही है, स्टेट इज गेटिंग रिलेटेड टू कैपिटल. सो आई फाउंड दैट दिस क्वेश्चन नीड्स टू बी डिस्कस्ड. स्टिल समवन इज हैविंग एनी डाउट, यू कैन आस्क. Yes, किसी का कोई क्वेश्चन है रिलेटेड टू दिस?
No, sir.
Okay. Yes. First, we will go with the attendance 11F. 11F we have Mr. Pushp. और कौन है 11F से? तनिष्क. और बेटा क्लास रेगुलरली लगाओ सारे. ठीक है जी. नेक्स्ट इज फ्रॉम F is हरमन सिंह. पाहुल. यस, युवराज आपका कौन सा सेक्शन है?
D. D, sir.
Okay. So let's next we go with the 11D. युवराज, and then is D में से और कौन है? जपित. Anyone else from section D? मुस्कान. मुस्कान दीप एंड हर्ष. बेटा कैमरा ऑन कर लो सारे.
सर मेरे नेटवर्क लैग आ जाता है जब मैं कैमरा ऑन कर. सर मैं कोई भी क्लास में नहीं करता.
Okay. Then we have Mr. Sanjeev from 11F. 11E में से है सुखजाब. Then we have Harshvardhan. Yes. Anyone else जिसकी attendance नहीं हुई अभी तक? Okay. So let us discuss the other questions. 5 marks question. ठीक है. एक क्वेश्चन था that was 39 was to calculate the simple interest and compound interest. I think that this question we have discussed number of times. ठीक है, to calculate the simple interest and compound interest. ठीक है, yes. यस, कोई बताएगा आप में से? संजीव, मुस्कान, anyone who knows how to calculate the simple interest and compound interest? Python. यस, संजीव बढ़िया। संजीव पता है आपको? हाँ जी, युवराज।
सर सेम फॉर्मूला लगेगा
कौन सा?
एच वाला, पी क्रॉस आर क्रॉस टी अपॉन 100।
हाँ हाँ, so just for the sake of the new students we will discuss this question. ठीक है, एक तो सबसे पहले क्या हमें रिक्वायर्ड है? प्रिंसिपल अमाउंट इज रिक्वायर्ड। Then we require the rate, and finally we require the time. Clear? And simple interest का तो clear है फार्मूला। Principal into rate into time and divided by yes. Now who will tell me the formula for compound interest? Anyone who knows the formula? Yes, we have a huge class today. Two students.
सर मैं बताऊं?
हाँ जी बताओ।
सर A इज इक्वल टू P ब्रैकेट 1 प्लस R अपॉन N, देन ऊपर NT।
Basically this gives the formula. This is how we calculate the amount, that is principal into 1 plus R by 100 and raised to power T. So take it as time as rate as let's say 8%, time is 2 years. So simple interest will be 160 and the compound interest, the amount will get this one. And for calculating the compound interest, we have amount minus yeah. So this is the formula that we get. Clear? So this was about the questions that we have basically gone through in the previous test. Clear? And similarly, the next one is we have one more question is that we have discussed this one. Write a program to calculate the perimeter and circumference and the area of shapes such as triangle, rectangle, square, and circle. Clear? So we have already gone through this one. You have to just apply the formula of that calculating the area of triangle. That is, you first calculate S, and then you subtract S minus A, S minus B, S minus C, and square root of that. Similarly, the area of rectangle is length into breadth, square is side into side, and a circle is pi r square. So just fit these formulas and calculate these values. Now let us move to the today's topic. That is, today we have to start with the NumPy. So what is the NumPy is basically clear. So NumPy is the full form of NumPy is numerical Python. Clear. So we perform a different mathematical and scientific calculations with the help of NumPy. So the full form the stands for is numerical Python. So this is the core library for scientific computation in Python. So this is like the other libraries. NumPy is the core library. Core library means that this is very vital to Python for computing the scientific and mathematical calculations. So it consists of yes. Mute kar lo beta bhai. Ask the question later. Yes, Mr. Yuvraj St. Paul.
No sir, man. Yes ka.
Oh beta mute karo pehle apna. Ask the question later. Clear. So it consists of multi-dimensional array objects and tools for working with these arrays. So there are different formulas and the tools are available by which you can deal with the arrays. First of all, how to create the array? So that will be done with the help of this package, that is the NumPy. And there are different formulas and tools are available by which you can deal with the arrays. A question arises, what are arrays are there? First we will focus on कि array है क्या हमारे पास. So like see here, NumPy array. So what is this? This is a grid of values with same type. So इसकी जो number one property है that the one array will consist of the same type of items. What do you mean by the same type of items? कोई बता सकता है? Array consists of same types of items. What do you mean by the term same type? Anyone? Only one student. Same type means जैसे हमारे पास क्या है, we have different data types in Python. So same type means that all the values should be of the similar type. Means अगर एक वैल्यू इंटीजर है तो सारी इंटीजर होनी चाहिए, अगर फ्लोट है तो सारी फ्लोट होनी चाहिए, अगर स्ट्रिंग है तो सारी वैल्यूज स्ट्रिंग होनी चाहिए. So the content should be of same type. So this is the property number one of the arrays. Then and it is indexed by a tuple of non-negative integers. So basically now we have already discussed the index with the context to list. एक हमने list में हमने पढ़ा था index. So similar sort of index are basically used in the NumPy. Clear. Arrays also. So this is the second point, that is it consists of the non-negative integers. So we know that the index values are always non-negative. The number of dimensions of it. So you can see here, this is the first where my pointer is. This is a one-dimensional array. When you have information in tabular form, this is two-dimensional array. Clear. One dimension में it is in the row sort of a form, and here it consists of rows as well as columns in two dimension. जैसे ये ऐसे जो इस तरह की arrow है, this represents the rows, और ये जो vertical है, this represents the column. You know, in Excel also, Excel consists of rows and columns. So this is similar sort of representations. Then we have a third type of array. This one is that is called the multi-dimensional. So here you can see here like a cuboid, and this is the cube. Clear. So here we have one dimension, here we have two dimensions, and here you see three dimension. Clear. So that is we have information in the multi-dimensional array. So in the bottom line, it is explained that how to install the NumPy if your software is not having the NumPy, so you can install it by pip install and then the name of the package. So by this way you can install. Mostly this is pre-installed. NumPy is pre-installed in Jupyter Notebook, so you need not to install it. So these are the few advantages of using NumPy. What are the advantages of using the NumPy array? Number one is continuous allocation in memory. Clear? So you see here in the previous example, जैसे यहाँ पे ये array बनी हुई है, तो जितने भी ये array के elements हैं 5, 7, 9, 11, they will be stored in continuous memory location. Continuous memory location का कोई meaning बता सकता है? What is the mean by this term? Continuous allocation in memory. ठीक है? जैसे if we are talking of a class, तो क्लास में अगर मेरे पास 5 सीट्स हैं तो स्टूडेंट्स ये नहीं है कि एक एक सीट छोड़ के बैठना है, सभी ने क्या बैठना है, पहले पहला स्टूडेंट, फिर उसके साथ ही दूसरा स्टूडेंट, उसके साथ ही तीसरा स्टूडेंट. So students are sitting in the class in a continuous fashion. There is not a single space which we are leaving out. So similarly, the array elements are stored, clear, in the continuous memory location. So we will emphasize this point in the upcoming topics also. Then is vectorized operations. So vectorized operations are basically see that if we multiply the array clear with the any value, so all the elements will get multiplied. So this is the meaning of vectorized operations. Then we have Boolean selection. So we'll focus on this point also. Boolean means that is in the form of how we select the values in the form of true and false sort of. So we'll take up the example here. And the last point is sliceability. Sliceability को तो हमने यहाँ पे कहाँ पे implement किया था? Slice को, slicing के concept को. Yes. किसी को पता है slicing के concept को कहाँ पे implement किया था? Only one student. Always only one student raises the hand. One student, two student. What the rest are doing here? ठीक है, हाँ बताओ पुष्पा, बताओ सब.
सर लिस्ट.
लिस्ट. सो लिस्ट के केस में हमने पढ़ा था स्लाइसेबिलिटी. बताओ क्या होती है? व्हाट इज स्लाइसेबिलिटी? इज बेसिकली when we have to select a part of the list. Clear? When we have to select a part of the list, so we use the concept of sliceability. So we will take up the examples also of the same concept. Then there is a very good topic is given here, that is difference between the NumPy array and list. There are certain ways where we should make use of list और कहाँ पे हमने array को use करना है. So this is a very small bottom line is there where we have to use the list and where we have to make use of the NumPy. So start with the number one differences. NumPy works on the homogeneous types. What is the homogeneous type is? NumPy array, अभी हमने explain किया ये point. NumPy array works with the homogeneous types.
Same data type.
Yes, yes. Homogeneous type means that the elements of the array should be of similar type. Their data type should be same. But if you look at the list, Python lists are made up of heterogeneous types. So we can have same elements also, and we can have different elements in the list. We have already seen in the earlier lectures that the list may contain integer type, float type, string type in a single list. So that's why we say that the elements of the list can be heterogeneous. Then the point number 2 is Python list support adding and removing of elements. So we have seen that how to add a element. Add a element list में के लिए कौन सा function था हमारे पास? How we can add a element into the list?
Extend and append.
Extend and append. So these are the two methods by which you can add the element. Similarly, we have del, pop, these methods are there to delete the elements from the list. Now with regard to the NumPy array. So NumPy array does not support adding and removing the elements. So this is a very, very vital point, that in NumPy array you cannot add and remove the elements in the NumPy. So array की जो property हो गई, that array does not support this operation, adding and removing the elements. And this point number 3 is can't contain elements of different types. So that's we have already discussed. Can contain elements of different types, means that is what we explained, the point number 1, heterogeneous elements. NumPy array, smaller memory consumption. So basically it takes less memory, and the list more memory consumption. It takes more memory. Clear? We will discuss why this takes more memory and this takes less memory. But the last point is arrays are having better runtime and lists are having runtime is not speedy. So it means that the array takes less time to execute and list takes more time to execute. Clear? So we will also discuss why the list takes more time and why the array takes less time. Clear? So these are the few basics difference of NumPy and array, and we will be elaborating all these points in the upcoming lecture also, so that you understand that that how these points are explained with regard to the practical questions. Now see here. So this is the step number 1, how you are going to create the array. So first we have a one-dimensional array. One-dimensional array, that is, this is equivalent to list. One-dimensional array is equivalent to the list. So any array can be single dimension or multiple dimension. The number of subscript or index determines the dimension of the array. An array of one dimension is known as one-dimensional array or 1D array. तो वन डिमेंशन एरे को हम 1D array भी बोलते हैं और वन डिमेंशन एरे भी बोलते हैं. सो ये जो सबस्क्रिप्ट है, ये सबस्क्रिप्ट वर्ड भी यूज करते हैं हम और इंडेक्स वर्ड भी यूज करते हैं. लिस्ट के केस में हम इंडेक्स वर्ड यूज करते थे, एंड हियर यू कैन मेक यूज ऑफ सबस्क्रिप्ट आल्सो, और आप इंडेक्स वर्ड का भी यूज कर सकते हैं. सो इंडेक्स आपको पता है, इंडेक्स इज बेसिकली द एड्रेस ऑफ द एलिमेंट. वी कैन एक्सेस any element of the array as well as of a list with the help of the index value. लिस्ट में भी ऐसे करते थे हम, जैसे लिस्ट में भी इस एलिमेंट को अगर एक्सेस करना है तो with the help of its index value. Its index value is 4, its index value is 0, its index value is 1, this is 2, this is 3, because they are in continuous memory location. So you will find that each element is incremented by 1 when we are talking of the index value. Clear? So in this diagram, it is the first element index is 0, the next element is 1, and so on you are finding. Clear? तो अगर 5 elements है मेरे पास array के अंदर, तो last element का address क्या होगा? 4, because we are starting with 0. Clear? Yes. So there was a brief disruption. So let us move to the slide where we have working with this one. So the arrays are basically similar to the list. How we access the elements? So they are basically basic way of representing the array and list. Both are similar. Clear? The only difference is there that the element should be of similar type. यहाँ पे जैसे elements है 2, 5, 7, 4, 6. They are all of integer type. You cannot store the जैसे एक आपने integer store कर लिया, दूसरा आपने float type store कर. So this is not allowed in the array. Rest, this is almost similar to list. And this is the first program that we have with regard to the array. This is the example of 1D array. So इसके लिए सबसे पहले तो step number 1 है, that is we need to import the numpy package into the program. This is the step number 1. Import numpy. Clear? So this package is required to create the array. Array को create करने के लिए जैसे आप देखो इसमें step number 2 में ये array function का use किया है. तो ये array function आप तभी use कर सकते हो if you have imported the numpy package. Fine. So in the step number 2, what we have done, we have created an array. The name of the array is A, NP is the package, clear, and array is the method. And these are the elements of the array. 3 elements are there, 500, 200, and 300. And you can see that all elements are of similar type. Clear? So this is the array. And array kya hai? Array is a function. You can see these parentheses. This parenthesis shows that the array is a function. And किस package का ये function है? ये numpy package का function. Then we have applied the type method. Type function apply किया है, that tells the key array is of which type. Then shape, it tells the shape of the array. And then you have seen that how to access the elements of the array. And in the last step is how to change the array. So let us try to implement all these steps practically on the Jupyter Notebook. So first step is import numpy as np. Then is step number 2 is how to create the array. So let's say A is the name of the array, np is the name of the package, and array is the name of method. ठीक है, पहले package name आता है, then dot is the name of the method. Then you have the elements. So let's say elements are, so these elements, 5 elements are there. So I want to know the type of my array, and I want to see the shape. Clear? Shape of my array. And next is I want to access the particular elements. Let's say A0 is the first element, A1 is the second element, A2 is the third element. And last step is I want to change the first element with the, let's say, with the value, let's say 55. And last is print my array. So these are the steps I have implemented on the Jupyter Notebook, and let us see the output. So first we need the package. Clear? So ये जो पहली output आ रही है, this is of the type function. Like this is the type of my array. क्या type है? That this is a numpy. ND stands for, ये ND का meaning क्या होता है? N dimensional array. N stands for N, D stands for dimension. N dimension array. And this is the part of numpy package. स्टेप नंबर 2 क्या है? स्टेप नंबर 2 में यहाँ पे मैंने क्या किया हुआ है, मैंने इसकी शेप, आई हैव आस्क्ड अबाउट द शेप ऑफ माय एरे। तो शेप इज, ये कैसे लिखा हुआ है, इसका कोई मीनिंग बता सकता है? दिस इज टेलिंग अबाउट कि मेरे एरे के अंदर कितने एलिमेंट्स हैं, 5 एलिमेंट्स हैं, एंड इट इज हैविंग ओनली अ सिंगल डिमेंशन। यू कैन सी हियर वी हैव ओनली रो, ये लाइन की फॉर्म में है, इट इज हैविंग ए सिंगल डिमेंशन, इट्स नॉट 2 डिमेंशन, दैट्स व्हाई 5 कॉमा कॉमा के बाद कुछ भी नहीं लिखा हुआ। अगर ये 2 डिमेंशन होती तो यहाँ पे कोई ना कोई एलिमेंट यहाँ पे रिप्रेजेंट हो जाना। और नेक्स्ट स्टेप में मैंने क्या किया हुआ है, इन दिस स्टेप ये एरे के पहले जो 3 एलिमेंट्स हैं, एरे के 3 एलिमेंट्स को मैंने यहाँ पे क्या कर लिया, प्रिंट करवा लिया। A0 में कौन सा एलिमेंट है 10, A1 में कौन सा एलिमेंट है 20, A2 में कौन सा एलिमेंट है 30। 0 is the index value of 10, 1 is the index value of 20 and 2 is the index value of 30। एंड नेक्स्ट स्टेप में मैंने क्या किया, A0 को मैंने असाइन कर दिया 55। सो आई हैव बेसिकली इन दिस स्टेप आई हैव अल्टर्ड द वैल्यू ऑफ A0। A0 इज माई फर्स्ट एलिमेंट। तो फर्स्ट एलिमेंट को मैंने 10 की जगह रिप्लेस करके नई वैल्यू का डाल दी, उसमें 55 डाल दी। तो यू कैन सी इन द न्यू एरे, जब मैंने ये न्यू एरे प्रिंट की तो ये 10 की जगह यहाँ पे क्या आ गया 55। सो दिस इज द वे दैट हाउ यू मैनिपुलेट विद द एरेज। ठीक है, दो स्टूडेंट्स हु आर न्यू टू दी टू दिस क्लास, I have already uploaded all the the chapter for NumPy is there. The NCERT book I have already uploaded on the Google Classroom. You can download and study from that side also. And अगर ये आप इस जो स्लाइड मैं यूज कर रहा हूँ, अगर आप इस स्लाइड को डाउनलोड करना चाहते हो, so you can see here ये बॉटम में जो लिंक दिया हुआ है python.mykbs.in। ठीक है, I will just copy this link for you, so you can download this PPT also। So this is the website, this is for the students, those who might have came for the first day। So this is the website from where you can download this PPT also। ठीक है, कोई ऐसा स्टूडेंट जो लेट आया हो जिसकी अटेंडेंस नहीं हुई है, you can ask me for the attendance also, and if you have any query you can ask me। So try to implement these questions practically if you want to learn this NumPy, and if you have any other doubt in the earlier lectures also, so you can, most of the students know my number also, but if someone doesn't know, so this is my number. If you have any query related to Python, you can ask me on my WhatsApp number also, but better if you ask in the class itself। Yes, any other question related to the question that are asked in the July exam also, or like any related question if you have? Yes, Chapit, any question? Clear? So my request to all the students, those who have joined this class for the first time, please try to be regular in the class if you want to really learn the Python series. Thank you, Bada. Thank you very much.